Hi, welcome back to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette Sports YouTube page. I am Brad Everett, joined today by our Girls Athlete of the Week, Claire Bacu from North Allegheny, one of the top swimmers in the state and a standout for a North Allegheny team that has won 17 consecutive WPIAL Class 3A team titles. Her superpowers come in the 200 free and the 500 free. She's chasing school records in both events. She owns the top time in the WPIAL in both events as well. And she's shooting for some history this year, trying to become the third swimmer to win 3 consecutive WPIAL Class 3A titles in the 500 for free. It's only been accomplished 3 times ever. So a chance at some history for Claire as she comes up for the postseason. Championship's only a little bit more than a month away, which is kind of crazy. But Claire, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
No problem. We talked about that history a little bit, and just to become that 4th swimmer in WPIAL history to do that, to win the 500 free 3 consecutive seasons, what would that mean to you?
I think it's really exciting. Like swimming is such a hard sport, and 3 years in a row is something you never really know how it's going to go each year. And so I'm really, really excited to see what happens, and I'm definitely putting in the work.
You're right on the brink of breaking some school records there in the 200 and 500. What would it mean to you to get those records? I mean, are those ones that really mean a lot to you to break those?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I was really, really close last year at state, so it was a little bit frustrating to come up just slightly short in swimming. Even that 0.2 of a second makes like a huge difference. And I swam with Lexi, who currently holds the 500 free, so definitely be really cool to break that. And then Lauren McGrath, who holds the 200 freestyle. She's such a crazy swimmer. I know she taught a lot of the girls who are currently on the team like how to swim. So yeah.
Speaking of crazy, I know a lot of swimmers have crazy routines and just, put in a crazy amount of work throughout the week. How many hours would you say you swim per day or even per week?
Per week, we normally have doubles twice a week, and then we have practice for 2 hours every day after school. So I want to say 15 to 18 hours a week is what I normally put in on average. And then obviously we have meets. So those are some longer nights where we're at the pool for pretty late.
Okay. You had you went to Indianapolis, I think, in December for junior nationals. What was that experience like for you?
It was definitely very different. Going out, Pennsylvania is such a small bubble of swimming. And so to go somewhere where there's some girls and guys that are honestly insane at swimming, it was definitely a little bit overwhelming at first, the first day. But it was definitely a really cool experience because it's not something that I get to do a lot, and I got to have some really good competition.
Now, I'll talk to high school basketball players or high school football players sometimes, and they'll say, like they'll maybe name a field or court that they like to play on that's just really enjoyable. Is that a thing in swimming? Like, is there like a pool that you've swam in that you're like, man, like that's like one of my favorite pools to swim in?
I don't know if I have a favorite pool I've ever swam in. I will say a lot of pools are different, just like how you get a different feel at different like courts, home versus away.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I really do like Seneca Valley's pool. They just redid their pool, and so it's really nice in there. And that was where I dropped my sophomore year after a really long time of like no drops at all in time. So that was definitely really exciting. So that's probably why I like it a little bit more.
Do you have any superstitions at all when you swim?
I always eat pasta the night before, and I always eat candy with me at swim meets, which a lot of the people on my team are like, how are you able to do that and still swim fast? But that's just my little like niche thing that I do.
For the pasta the night before, do you stick with like a same specific type of noodle, or do you kind of change that up?
I kind of change it up, whatever I'm feeling. I like spaghetti. I'm like pretty basic with what I like, so.
Okay. So you may possibly throw maybe some fettuccine in there from time to time, or
Yeah, I might mix it up. I love Olive Garden's like fettuccine. It's so
Yes.
good. So yeah.
Yes. One thing parents sometimes tell their children are, if you're eating, you shouldn't get into a swimming pool maybe in like, like at least a half an hour before you get into it. Is that a true thing? Like just with you swimming so much, has that ever happened to you?
I don't
Like would you
know.
and
I
like
would
cramp
say,
up or anything? Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I would say if you eat something small, like I don't notice it, but I don't ever eat like a crazy heavy meal. Some of the
Mhm.
guys do on my team, and I'm not sure how they go and swim right after. But yeah,
If you didn't swim, which winter sport would you play?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe basketball, indoor track. Would you want to wrestle maybe?
Probably track. My
Yeah.
mom ran marathons and half marathons, so maybe I'd be good at that, but I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think I could ever see myself doing like basketball or something like that.
With your mom having a running background, I mean, have you ever, done track or running or anything like that?
Not really. It's never really been my thing, like land sports in general. But yeah, I definitely, for a while, I considered doing track, but with swim, there's just not really any time to try anything else. So
Yeah. Okay. Tap or bottled water?
tap. So yeah, tap. I don't get like people carrying around bottled water.
Okay. Okay. Um, big time school selection for you. You're going to be going to Brown University. What I'm sure you had a lot of schools after you. What kind of stuck out to you so much about Brown?
I definitely really like the team environment. I love the campus. It's a gorgeous campus. Providence around it. I knew I didn't really want like I've never been like a city campus, but I also didn't really want to be in the middle of nowhere. And so I feel like Providence is a good like in between. Like Providence is definitely it has stuff to do, but it's also very like quaint and small. And the pool at Brown is actually gorgeous. It's stunning. There's windows. It's huge. Really loved it. I love the coaches on the team. I've been getting to talk to them more and more, and I just like really like where that's at. And I knew one of the girls on the team. She had went to Fox Chapel, and so that was really nice that I was able to like talk to someone. And I just feel like it was a really good fit for me.
That's awesome. Okay, it's late at night. You're hungry. You want to go get something to eat. Where are you going, and what are you ordering?
Probably Sheets, and I really like their mozzarella sticks at Sheets.
Me too.
They're really good at Sheets.
Me too, big time. Yeah, yeah. I'll get the sampler sometimes. They'll have these little like
Ooh.
fried macaroni and cheese bites in there and stuff. And
Those
they'll
are
have
good too. Yeah, those are really good too.
Who would you most like to see in concert? Is there like is there a musician that you would just like, man, you would really want to be there to see them?
I went to Tate McRae, and that was really good. I really want to get tickets to see Olivia Dean. But she like is performing like nowhere near here. She's like only like mostly like in Europe. So I doubt I'm gonna be able to get tickets, but Olivia Dean for sure.
Okay. And just one more thing for you, Claire. If you had to name one thing that most people might be surprised to know about you, what would that be?
I actually really, really like art. Yeah, I do a lot of art in my free time. There's like, if you ever, my house, there's a huge painting that I did above my couch. There's like a bunch of like drawings that I've done. Yeah, I actually really like art, which not that many people know.
Okay. And you told me you actually want to go into something biology related in college. So like not art or anything like that. That's not something you'd want to pursue?
No, I definitely feel like with Brown's open curriculum, I can add in a few art classes where I want to, which is another reason that I really like the school is I'm able to explore like different things. But yeah, I definitely want to do biology. I'm hoping to do pre-med, so we'll see how that goes.
Awesome. Well, hey, Claire, you are going to succeed in whatever you go into. No doubt about that. Thank you for joining us today. And yeah, I wish you best of luck the rest of the season. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.